Imagine a civilization that built massive stone cities in the middle of a harsh desert, aligned them perfectly with the sun and stars, and then, after centuries of prosperity, vanished. This isn't a sci-fi movie. It's the real story of Chaco Canyon, one of America's greatest archaeological mysteries. What drove these ancient people to build such monumental structures? Why did they create a road network spanning hundreds of miles, only to abandon it all? Today, we're journeying back 1,000 years to uncover the secrets of the Chaco Phenomenon. Our story begins around 850 A.D., here in the San Juan Basin of northwestern New Mexico. This is a tough place to live, hot summers, cold winters, and very little rain. Yet, against all odds, a culture began to flourish. They weren't just surviving. They were building something extraordinary. Instead of small, scattered villages, they started constructing immense buildings, what we call great houses. Take a look at Pueblo Bonito, the most famous of them all. This wasn't just a house. It was a city unto itself. Sprawling over 2 acres, it rose 4, maybe even 5 stories high, and contained over 600 rooms. The walls were masterpieces of masonry, built with a core and veneer technique that has stood for over a millennium. Think about the sheer effort. Millions of sandstone blocks, quarried and shaped by hand, and tens of thousands of timber beams, each weighing hundreds of pounds. And here's where it gets truly mind-boggling. The trees for these beams didn't come from nearby. Scientific analysis shows they were hauled from mountain ranges over 50 miles away. There were no wheels, no draft animals like horses or oxen. This was all done by human power alone. Imagine teams of people carrying these massive logs across rugged desert terrain. Why go to such incredible lengths? This wasn't just for shelter. This was a statement. Pueblo Bonito wasn't alone. Over a dozen other great houses dotted the canyon floor, creating a spectacular urban center. Structures like Chaco Canyon and Hungo Pavi were connected by sight lines and a sense of shared purpose. And at the heart of it all were the kivas, circular, subterranean chambers that were the spiritual center of the community. Some were small for clans or families, but the great kivas were enormous, capable of holding hundreds of people. This was the ceremonial heart of the Chaco world. But Chaco wasn't just about what was in the canyon. It was about what connected to it. Archaeologists have discovered a vast network of prehistoric roads leading out from Chaco like spokes on a wheel. These aren't simple footpaths. They were engineered roads, sometimes 30 feet wide, running in remarkably straight lines for dozens of miles, even requiring stairways to be carved into cliff sides. But what were they for? They don't show much wear from heavy traffic, leading some to believe they were spiritual pathways, linking the outlying communities to the ceremonial power of the canyon. This vast network connected over 150 other great houses across the Four Corners region, an area the size of Ohio. This is the Chaco Phenomenon. This shared system of architecture, ceremony, and trade that dominated the landscape for 300 years. Goods flowed into Chaco from astonishing distances. Macaw feathers and copper bells from Mexico, thousands of miles to the south. Turquoise from distant mines worked into exquisite jewelry. Shells from the Pacific coast. Chaco was a cultural and economic hub. So who were these master builders and astronomers? We call them the ancestral Pueblones, the ancestors of modern Pueblo peoples like the Hopi and Zuni. For them, this place was the center of the world. and their connection to the cosmos was profound. The buildings themselves are celestial observatories. The famous Sun Dagger petroglyph on Fajada Butte perfectly marks the solstices and equinoxes with a sliver of light. The major walls of Pueblo Bonito are aligned with the cardinal directions, and other buildings align with the 18.6-year lunar cycle. This wasn't accidental. It was sophisticated astronomical knowledge encoded in stone. But by the mid-1100s, something changed. After 300 years of construction and cultural dominance, the building stopped. People began to leave Chaco Canyon. Within a century, the great houses were empty, left to the wind and sand. The central hub of a powerful civilization was abandoned. The question that has haunted archaeologists for generations is, why? There isn't one simple answer. Evidence points to a prolonged drought that began around 1130 AD. In a land where water is life, this would have been catastrophic for farming. The intricate irrigation systems that supported the population may have failed, leading to food shortages and social stress. The very concentration of people that made Chaco powerful could have become its greatest weakness. But was it just the climate? Some researchers see signs of social and political turmoil. Were the leaders who orchestrated these massive building projects still seen as legitimate when the rains failed? Was there conflict? While there's no widespread evidence of a major war, the system was clearly under immense strain. The concentration of power and resources in the canyon may have become unsustainable. The Chaco people didn't just disappear. They migrated, moving to new homes in places like Mesa Verde to the north or south and east along the Rio Grande. Their culture evolved and changed, but it didn't vanish. The descendants of these ancient architects and astronomers are the Pueblo people of today, who hold Chaco as a sacred ancestral site. Their oral traditions speak of migrations and of a spiritual journey, adding a vital human element to the archaeological data. So was Chaco a kingdom? A religious pilgrimage site? A trade empire? The truth is, it was likely a complex mix of all these things. It was a place where cosmology, engineering, and human will came together to create something unique in human history. It challenges our ideas of what so-called primitive societies were capable of. They were brilliant astronomers, master architects, and resilient people who built a world in concert with the sun, moon, and stars. The canyon is quieter now. The sounds of construction and ceremony have been replaced by the whisper of the wind through stone doorways, but the mystery remains. Chaco Canyon isn't just a ruin, it's a message from the past, a story of ambition, faith, and the enduring connection between humanity and the cosmos. A reminder that even the greatest civilizations can fade, leaving behind more questions than answers. Thanks for joining us on this journey into the heart of the Chaco Phenomenon. If you're fascinated by ancient mysteries, be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the past. What do you think happened at Chaco? Let us know in the comments below. See you next time.